The freshman year has just started. I accidentally saved a little snake. As a result, it came to the dormitory to find me at night. It says it's a snake fairy. In order to repay the favor, it can fulfill my 3 wishes. I was ecstatic, just ready to speak. A barrage suddenly floated in front of me. You can agree to the male partner, and don't make a sound. I can't laugh anymore. Everything is the male protagonist's scheme. Male protagonist has long been bound to the male supporting actor with a double system. Whatever he wishes, the male protagonist directly gets double. Who understands the joy of sitting and enjoying it? At that time, the male protagonist can easily sit on hundreds of millions of family assets and peerless appearance. There is a large number of fans. The male supporting actor suffered a backlash. The end is extremely miserable. 100 million on his lips suddenly stopped. I changed my mind. I want to get enough sleep for 8 hours a day. I want to keep my weight at 70 kilo. Very good. It belongs to me. Finally arrived. In early September, the heat on campus has not yet subsided. I dragged my half-old suitcase alone. Walking in the crowd of Zishi is out of step with the glamorous freshmen around it, and my adopted son, my nominal brother. But I was surrounded by my biological parents and walked in front. He wears the latest trendy brands, wearing a valuable watch. The hairstyle is also well taken care of. The whole body exudes an aura of self-supremacy. Gu Baixian turned around. The tone was impatient. Hurry up. I'm so annoyed. That is count the movements be neat. Such a big son. Do you want to heat your brother to death? I quickened my pace in silence. The nails are almost embedded in the palm of your hand. I was originally the real young master of the Jiu family, but it was stolen by traffickers when he was 2 years old. Sold to remote rural areas. Adoptive parents came from a poor family. He either hit me or cursed me. Until 3 years ago, I finally recognized my biological parents. Back to the home that should have belonged to me. What greets me is not the warmth of loss. It's embarrassment, disgust, and ubiquitous comparison. At that time, I was skinny, rough skin, dress rustic, standing in front of the personable Yu-Bi-Oh Baixian, a hillbilly. My parents did 3 paternity tests. I had to pinch my nose and let me enter the door of the Yu family. They say I behave vulgarly. He also said that I was used to being wild in the countryside. It needs to be disciplined well, so most of the housework fell on me. And Go Baixian, the adopted son of the dove, occupying the magpie's nest. He is still the eldest young master, who does not touch the spring water with his 10 fingers. I naively thought so. As long as I work hard enough, excellent enough, you can always get a little love and recognition from your parents. See, but what about the result? I lit the lamp and read the 50th place at night. Wow! Go Baixian can improve by 100 places in the naked exam. I took a scholarship of 5,000. He won 10-0 lottery tickets with his backhand. I work hard to collapse in the playground. He eats and drinks every day, but he is still tall. Even I tried my best to get into this top university. He also got the guarantee spot without any effort. Fortunately, he happened to be my roommate. All my efforts, it seems that they have become the background board that sets off his natural good luck. Until the 3rd day of military training, I accidentally saved a small silver white snake on the playground. It was held down by a piece of steel pipe at the end. A breath. I helped it remove the steel pipe. It waits for the ground to roam. There was no trace of him. I thought it was just a small episode. I didn't expect this to be a big deal. It completely turned my life around. Dead. Several roommates have already fallen asleep. Only I rolled around in bed, worried about the cost of living next month, at a time when my thoughts were turmoil. A faint silver phantom suspended in front of my bed without warning. I was so scared that I froze all over. I almost screamed. The moonlight shines through the gaps in the curtains. The outlines outlining the phantoms turned out to be the form of a snake. It is silver and white all over. The eyes are as clear and deep as glass. A cold and ethereal voice sounded in my ears. Mortals, thank you for your help every day. I am a snake immortal who practices dry years. I was robbed and trapped here. You have done me a favor. I can help you fulfill 3 wishes to to repay your kindness. I'm completely stupid. The brain went blank. Snake Fairy. Wish. The plot of this mythical story actually happened to me. Could it be that he was hallucinating because he was too hungry? I pinched my thighs hard. A sharp pain came. This is not a dream. I carefully confirm. Is it okay to make any wishes? For example, a lot of money. The Snake Fairy nodded. There are no waves in the eyes. 100 million. This number was the first to pop up in my head. With money, I don't have to look at people's faces anymore. Don't worry about living expenses. Just ready to speak. A barrage suddenly appeared in front of me. Damn, what shit luck did the male supporting actor step on? Hush to save the snake immortal. Wow, Kaon. Kalinli. Always, he still thinks he is the chosen one. Laugh to death, everything is the male protagonist strategy. Oh yes, don't forget that our brother Cian has already tied the double reward system. The male supporting character, hurry up and make a wish. A promise is not a sound. Aha, hundreds of millions of family properties. You billions of family properties, I love you. Peerless beauty. Whatever he gets, Brother Zian can get double. This is the joy of sitting and enjoying. Moment, it was as if a basin of ice water was pouring over my head. I learned from the barrage. The world I live in is a big male protagonist. Wu Baijian is the brother in their mouth, the male protagonist of this book. 3 years ago, he bound me to a double system. Whenever my wish comes true, he can get double the reward. Many doubts that I have ignored. At this moment, there are answers. Every time I achieve small results, he's always luckier than me. Why am I getting more and more motivated? The more radiant he is, why does he always seem to be? Kindly encouraged me to make a wish. He also kept urging me to do my best. It took a long time. I have long fallen into the trap of his deliberate weaving. The harder I work, the luckier he is. I coldly warned the bed opposite. Gubai Xian's eyelids trembled slightly. There was still a faint smile on the corner of his mouth. He didn't sleep at all. He's waiting for me to make a wish, saying that I was slow to speak. The Snake Fairy couldn't help but urge me to hurry up. The barrage is also scrolling wildly. This Snake Fairy is really damaged. Just urging the male partner to make a wish. Side effects are not mentioned in half a word. That's right. The male partner is a stupid. How can there be a free lunch in the world? Fulfilling wishes comes at a cost, especially the desire to change one's life against the sky. Once the desire has too much influence on others or the world, it will damage the yin virtue. It was even strongly opposed. At best it is unlucky and ruined, and at worst spray. I already have a premonition of the tragic situation of the male partner. He won't live long, but Brother Xia will be fine. Anyway, a wish is allowed by the man. The backlash is also carried by the male partner. Brother Xian enjoys double happiness. It's just delicious. Great fear, and fear struck instantly. No wonder he couldn't turn to the northern string. It will allow this good thing to fall on my head. In the original plot described by the barrage, I would be under this extreme injustice and contrast. The mentality is gradually unbalanced, become jealous and distorted, eventually blackened into a vicious villain. I will frantically frame Du Baixian, eventually abandoned by his biological parents, was tortured to death by Du Baixian's supporters until he died, tragically, on the street. But Du Baixian stepped on my bones, become a business giant with top appearance, sitting on billions of wealth and countless confidentes towards the pinnacle of life. Anger is like magma rolling in my chest. I know Gu Baixian's position in the hearts of my parents, never delusional about being able to replace him. I only want a little. It belongs to the love and fair treatment of the biological son. But even so, I think he still regards me as a thorn in the eye. To use this way of sucking marrow and eating meat, squeeze me dry. Since it will be forced to be blackened, no matter what, then I might as well take the initiative. The plan is to be calculated. I narrowed my eyes slightly. Lord Snake Fairy, I thought about it. The first wish. I wish I had slept 8 hours a day, saying my wish is to sleep for 8 hours. The barrage was immediately swiped by an overwhelming number of question marks and exclamation marks. The male supporting actor is crazy. Is this also a wish? No wonder your mother thinks you can't get on the stage. You don't want hundreds of millions of wealth and peerless appearance. You just want to get a good night's sleep. Your brain is caught in the door. The male supporting character is so greedy for vanity. I thought he would make a wish to win 100 million first. Speechless. Brother Xian is ready to receive double wealth and peerless appearance. The result, giving you a chance, is useless. I know how to sleep. Pig spirit function art. How no siwu. Felicitations I take again. Agreed. For vanity in the barrage, probably referring to today's daytime. I broke out with my mother because of money problems, the most intense brawl ever. I cried and questioned her. Why give Gu Baixian 80 yuan a month for living expenses? But he only gave me 800. My mother said in an indifferent voice, Umunan, you need to figure it out. Baixian is the heir of the Gu family. We will recognize you as a reviewer. It is hoped that you will become his right-hand man in the future. It's not for you to enjoy happiness and be a young master. You are at least 18 years old as required by law. We are not obligated to continue raising you. Instead, it is now your obligation to gift us. At that moment, my heart sank to the bottom. My mother laughed again. Is 800 yuan a lot? You are in the poor ravine in the countryside. The pocket money is less than 800 all year round, right? Besides, you are in the same dormitory as Baixian. Isn't this money the same for everyone, as long as you take care of the North String? Could it be that he will watch you starve to death? My eyes were red with anger. Wu Baixian didn't treat me well, and I was already grateful. How could he help me? When I think of me cooking in the cafeteria, I only dare to choose the cheapest vegetarian dishes. And Gu Baixian casually spent a supper on dry blocks. He always took the other two roommates to sneer at me. My heart was like a knife, so I was angry with my mother for the first time. Ask her to be treated equally. He also gave me 8 living expenses every month. Otherwise, I would never look back home. The result can be imagined. She said coldly, you can't go back. The Ju family is not short of your son. In the barrage eye, these are ironclad evidence of my greed for vanity. The snake immortal's eyes flashed. Ningxi. It seems a little disappointing, but it doesn't say much. Silver light came from his body and said, as you wish. This gentle silver light sank into my eyebrows, brings a burst of indescribable comfort. Almost at the same time, Gu Baixian, who was on the bed, suddenly widened his eyes. There was a wrong crocodile in his eyes, and there was a rapid rise of anger. He seemed to want to scold me, but his mouth just opened. It was as if he was tightly strangled by an invisible force. Then he rolled his eyes. The body fell backwards uncontrollably. Then an earth-shattering purr sounded. At this moment, the barrage was finally seen. What is the real pig spirit reincarnation? It is not clear what the backlash in the barrage is. Be cautious. I propose to the snake immortal to keep the remaining 2 wishes. The snake immortal looked at me deeply. I could only nod in agreement. It turned into an imperceptible silver snake pattern quietly attached to the inside of my wrist. The next morning, I woke up on time under the action of my biological clock. 8 hours of deep sleep with immediate results. I was refreshed. The fatigue of the past few days has been swept away. On the other hand, the other 2 roommates seem to have been drained of their energy. With thick dark circles under his eyes, while yawning, he climbed out of bed. Sleepily, I saw that I was dressed and making my bed. Xiao Lai couldn't help but give me a blank look. Really convinced, Gunan, are you a pig? The dormitory snored so loudly. Why are you still sleeping so soundly? Li Mingnazo pressed his temples and echoed weakly. That is the noise made me not close my eyes almost all night. I have a headache. I turned around and looked at them with a cold face. No way, the quality of sleep has always been very good. The 2 of them were giggled by me and their faces became even more stinky. Ignored me. Instead they shook Gu Baixian, who was still sleeping vigorously. But no matter how they shake and shout, Gu Baixian didn't react. The 2 tried to check his snort, even pinched him. But Gu Baixian just waved his hand impatiently, turned over, The snoring became louder. I hummed a little song and went out first. The mood is more comfortable than ever. Saying that the time is running out, the two roommates could only give up waking up Gu Baixian. He hurriedly packed up and rushed out of the dormitory door. The results can be imagined. They are late because they are late. He was punished by the devil instructor with 200 deep venerables. The two were out of breath from exhaustion. The resentment towards Gu Baixian deepened further. As for Gu Baixian, it was not until the end of the military training in the afternoon. He panicked and slipped into the team with a chicken coop head. This kind of naked picking, how can the instructor bear it? Directly gave him the strongest corporal punishment package. Run 50 laps around the playground. You are not allowed to rest until you finish running. Baixian has been pampered since childhood. Where did you suffer this sin? After a few laps, his face turned pale. Follow this. In the end, the counselor couldn't stand it, bite the bullet, and go up to intercede. The instructor reluctantly asked him to stop, but he was ordered to submit a 50-word in-depth review tomorrow. Until after 10 o'clock in the evening, the dormitory building is almost closed. Gu Baixian dragged his body, that was almost falling apart, tired like a dead dog, climbed back to the dormitory against the wall. As soon as he entered, I saw Zhao Lai and Li Ming lying on the bed leisurely watching videos and playing games. The anger that had been accumulated for a day broke out instantly. Zhao Lai was punished, and Shensun was already angry. As soon as I heard this, I immediately exploded. Are you reasonable? We called you for at least half an hour. My voice is almost hoarse. You sleep like a dead pig yourself. Are you embarrassed to blame us? That's it. We thought something was wrong with you. Almost at 120. You're good. Snoring loudly. We had one night. Gu Baixian retorted with a noise, trembling with anger. Who snored? You talk nonsense. I know. You must be jealous of me. Deliberately ruining my reputation. I still treat you as brothers. Please eat such expensive Japanese food. How dare you do this to me? The two roommates are not soft persimmons either. Where can you stand this kind of upside down? Soon quarreled with Gu Baixian. Who is jealous of you? Do you snort or not? Li Ming also. Actually, that's it. A little favor wants us to be your dog's legs. You dream. The three quarreled. I almost wanted to do it. The people in the dormitory next door came to persuade the fight. Gu Baixian was so angry that his face turned blue. Let them both pay back. Zhao Lai and Li Ming scolded him for having no money and pretending to be dead. Stinky and shameless. He also said that he would record his purr and show it to everyone so that he would turn his face and not admit it. These words completely ignited the explosive barrel just when the three of them quarreled at their most intense one. Gu Baixian's voice stopped abruptly. Then he fell straight down. Oh, it's midnight. The dormitory was suddenly in chaos. The two roommates turned pale with fright until the familiar purr resounded through the dormitory again. Everyone's expressions were like swallowing a fly. It's speechless and funny. I could only hurriedly lift Gu Baixian to the bed. The two roommates looked beautiful. Face turned blue and white, saying that I seemed to have just lied down and was ready to sleep. An evil fire suddenly rushed up. Gunan, are you dead? Aren't you a poor student sponsored by their family? Gu Baixian is like this, you don't care. Poor students. Turned out that Gu Baixian was behind him. That's how I was introduced. I sat up abruptly from the top bunk, looking at them condescendingly. He was asleep. It's not dead. Military training will be held tomorrow. I have no obligation to stay up late with you. I cleared my throat. I am not a poor student sponsored by my family. I am the biological son of the Jiu family. Gu Baixian is the adopted son. Finished. I don't pay attention to their shocked expressions. Ray, draw the bed curtains. Behind him, there was everyone's suppressed discussion. There also Gu Baixian's uniform. The next day, Gu Baixian suddenly fell ill. The news of mandatory sleep for 16 hours a day quickly spread throughout the academy. The scandal spread. Gu Baixian finally couldn't bear it anymore. Stopped me downstairs in the dormitory. He came to me with a fierce momentum. His face was gloomy. The originally handsome face was a little distorted, almost gritted teeth, and roared. Gu Nan, you bastard. You know what? You deliberately messing with me. I replied ignorantly. No, what? I know you often speak ill of me in front of your parents. Hint that they kicked me out of the house, knowing that you are spreading rumors outside that I'm a poor student, funded by the Jew family. Do you want other roommates to isolate me? A pause, he said with a sneer. Doesn't it mean that you know that you sleep and snore in your sleep? Didn't you know that you snored and talked in your sleep? You don't have to deliberately know this. He was shaking with anger. A pair of vicious eyes seemed to have quenched a poisonous knife. Don't pretend to be garlic with me. What bullshit wish did you make to the snake fairy? I order you to withdraw immediately. The barrage above his head was also frantically echoing. I kept scolding me for being immoral. I sneered in my heart, but he was even more innocent on his face. What snake immortal? Are you sleeping stupidly? Or are you hallucinating after reading too many novels? Go to the hospital to hang up a brain department. Gu Baixian saw that I did not eat oil and salt. His face was crooked with anger. Let's go. Don't admit it, right? It's very good. I'll call my mother. From today, you don't even want those 800 yuan for living expenses. Let's see how hard you can be. He did what he said. Dial. My mother's phone in front of me. The voice was extremely aggrieved. Mom, brother, is too bullying. He pointed at my nose and scolded me as a wild species. You still want to rob me of my living expenses? Another I can't live happily at school. His ability to reverse black and white is as profound as ever. On the other end of the phone, my mother immediately pulled out the high-noise door. What? He's really against the sky. Baby, don't be angry. I stopped his living expenses. Don't give him a penny. Let him fend for himself. Hung up the phone. Gu Baixian instantly cut back with a sneer. He raised his head proudly. Did you hear that? Gu Nan, you don't have a penny now. The one who knew the face knelt down and kowtowed to me to admit his mistake. If I'm in a good mood, maybe I can reward you with food. The malice on his face almost overflowed. Barrage was even more jubilant. Brother Xian is so smart. Completely cut off the living expenses of the male partner. He could only make a wish to the snake immortal and get rich overnight. That's it. It's strange that the Jiu family is too picky. Hundreds of millions of family assets will give our brother Xian this little pocket money. $8 are not enough to even buy a watch. He said that he would let brother Xian inherit the family business in the future. In fact, don't you dislike brother Xian as an adopted son? Fortunately, it is thanks to the wit of the string brother. I gave my adoptive mother a sterilization medicine early. Otherwise, in case the Jiu family has a son. Over the years, the family property is designated and cannot be saved. I sighed with emotion that these are all pseudo-people, while secretly frightened. Gu Baixian swallowed the family property alone, even at the expense of drugging my mother. I don't know what my mother would have done if she knew what her precious adopted son had done. How will you feel? I didn't do what Gu Baixian wanted. He showed a look of panic or anger as before. Just look at him calmly. The expression is like a smile. Have you ever heard a phrase? Who had the last laugh? Who laughs the best? After saying that I bypassed him, go straight to the dormitory building. Being penniless is indeed a bit of trouble, but I didn't panic at all because I know. Great opportunity to counterattack it. Coming soon. At the orientation party. According to the barrage, in the original plot, I will overwhelm Gu Baixian. Make a wish to become a super handsome guy. Gu Baixian made a wish because of me. Got double the appearance. With the sudden appearance of the peerless appearance, it was a blockbuster in the speech session of the freshman representatives. Not only has it become a recognized school grass, it also unexpectedly became popular on the internet. Crazy circle of girlfriend fans. Since you want to look good, then I'll surprise you. At this time, the auditorium was full. The atmosphere is warm. The news that the most handsome school grass will give a speech on stage as a freshman representative spread wildly. Many seniors came to admire it. I want to be a school grass for true appearance, but it seems that it is time to go on stage soon. Baixian's appearance has not changed for a long time, so he came to pick me again. Gu Nan, in fact. The original freshman representative is you. Do you know why the teacher finally decided to replace me? Saying that I was too lazy to pay attention to him. He said to himself, isn't it because my image and temperament are better than yours? You are not as handsome as me. The temperament is not as good as mine. I am destined to live in my shadow for the rest of my life. I was trampled under my feet. Even if you don't have to watch the barrage. I also know that this is the method of provocation among the 36 strategies. I was stimulated by him, clenched his fist and said, "Don't be proud in front of me, maybe I'll change." Suddenly became a handsome guy. Listen to me. Gu Baixian's face quickly flashed a hint of a scheming smile. He looked at me meaningfully. Is it? Then I really will see. Then I really wait and see. After saying that, he returned to his seat with satisfaction. The back is straighter. I also disappointed. After taking a deep breath, summoned the snake immortal to make a second wish. I want my weight to stay around 70 kilo. The snake fairy said with a complicated face. As you wish. The barrage exploded again. I can't laugh anymore. Whose good person makes such a wish? Is this a wish come true for the male partner? Why do I feel that he hasn't changed at all? Upstairs, you read that right. He really hasn't changed at all. Should I say it or not? The male supporting actor is just dressed a little rustic. That face really has nothing to pick. Oh, wait a minute. Then that male protagonist is broken. Next, Gu Baixian, the representative of the freshmen, is invited to speak. The audience instantly burst into warm applause, and the whistling and cheering. Everyone stretched their necks, looking forward to the true appearance of the most handsome school grass. Baixian walked to the center of the stage step by step. He could feel it clearly. A strange energy flowed through his body. The facial features are being subtly adjusted. He couldn't hold back the ecstasy in his heart. I thought in my heart, I'm going to amaze everyone today. The audience in the audience saw clearly after Gu Baixian came on stage, fell into a strange dead silence. Gu Baixian was very satisfied. He felt that everyone must have been shocked by his peerless appearance to the point of speechlessness. However, he soon realized that something was wrong. Why are everyone's eyes not amazing? What horror! He subconsciously lowered his head. Originally upright figure, at some point it swelled in a big circle. The arms also become rounded and thick. A short delay. The audience suddenly burst into thunderous laughter. Everyone was whispering. It is said that there are no boys in the school. I actually found such an ugly monster to be a school grass. The counselor rushed to the stage in panic. The farce at the orientation party is like a hurricane. It has taken campus and social networks by storm. This kind of situation of ice and fire let Gu Baixian, who was already arrogant, fall into complete madness. After a series of tedious checks, the conclusion given by the doctor is severe edema and tissue hyperplasia of unknown cause. It is recommended to stay in the hospital for observation. My parents were distressed, vowed to cure his illness, but Gu Baixian knew it in his heart. This must be my ghost again. He rushed back to the dormitory as soon as possible. He scolded me as soon as he opened his mouth. You beast, stop thinking. You must die well. I looked at him very anxiously. The voice was like a demonic whisper. Gu Baixian, you don't seem to understand the situation yet. I paused and continued. You guess if I tell the snake fairy, my third wish is to maintain blood pressure between 80 and 120. What happens? The anger on his face instantly froze. The body began to tremble uncontrollably. You know what? You know it all, he said in fear. Brother, you are my brother. If your brother is ignorant, you can forgive me. Finished. He ran out of the dormitory in despair. On the weekend, I was called back to Gu's house by a phone call. The atmosphere in the villa was depressing. My dad sat on the main sofa. The face was blue. The tone was unprecedentedly cold and stern. Kneel on for me. My mother sat on one side and wiped her tears. The look in my eyes was full of reproach and disappointment. And Gu Baixian sat down next to my mother. The eyes were red. As soon as they saw me, he flinched suddenly, as if I were some kind of flood beast. I stood still and said, Dad, what did I do wrong? Need to get on your knees. My dad said, are you embarrassed to ask? You are jealous that your brother is a freshman representative. Then use the following means. Drugged him and made him make a fool of himself. Face of our Jew family has been lost by you. My mother also cried and helped. Guxianpai, why is your heart so? Where is Baixian? Sorry for you. You want to harm him like this. He's your brother. I sneered. I harmed him. Why you insist that I am the one who caused it? Just because he cries a few times before you. Be coquettish. At this time, Gu Baixian said again, Mom and Dad, I know it's wrong. I shouldn't fight with my brother. He is your biological son. I think I'd better go. Keep going like this. I'm afraid I'm going to lose my life. Parents immediately alerted. What does it mean? Who, Baixian? Cried heartbreakingly. He threatened me. Said he just wanted to take revenge on me for taking away his glory and wealth for so many years. Said that it is just a lesson for me if I dare to fight with him for family property in the future. He let me die. I was only 18 years old. I don't want to die at all. My dad was furious. And what? You are really a white-eyed wolf who can't be raised just to fight for the family property. You actually want your brother's life? My mother also scolded. Get out of here quickly. If I had known this, I shouldn't have given birth to you in the first place. Just go. I don't have parents like you. I spoke calmly, left the Jiu family without looking back. I am determined to leave. Aroused even more anger from my parents, tried to appease Gu Baixian. It was also to completely cut off my thoughts. They decided to be quick. A week later, a grand 18-year-old coming-of-age ceremony was held for Gu Baixian. The climax of the banquet, my mother announced in public that Gu Baixian was the only heir to the Jiu family. Such a wonderful slap in the face. Of course, they didn't forget to send me an invitation. Wants me to be an abandoned child. Witness with your own eyes how they brought all the glory and wealth to Gu Baixian. I want to see how I am tormented by remorse and jealousy. Unfortunately, I didn't show up at all. Instead, he gave the invitation to an errand boy. After confirming that all property was transferred to Gu Baixian, let him send 2 big gifts to my dear mother. The first one, it is the paternity test report of my dad and Gu Baixian. The barrage really doesn't deceive me. Gu Baixian is not an orphan in a welfare home at all. It's the illegitimate son of my dad and mistress. When my dad was young, he fell in love with his mistress, but then he didn't want to work hard, turned around and married my mother. Behind the scenes, he secretly communicated with the mistress. With my mother's support, over the years, my dad's career is booming, but the shares and family property are always firmly held in my mother's hands, so they packaged their illegitimate children as orphans and sent them to the Jiu family. Took my place as a real young master. It is to embezzle the property in her name. As for why I was easily abducted by traffickers in the first place, strange in it. Thinking about it carefully, I was terrified. This parent-child report is like a bombshell. It instantly set off a huge wave. My mother couldn't bear the blow at that time, almost fainted on the spot. And that's not the end. The second big gift was ironclad evidence that Gu Baixian secretly gave her a sterilization medicine. Now, my mother was completely crushed. She thinks she is shrewd all her life. Didn't find out until now. He was actually calculated by his closest and most trusted family members. Not only did he help the mistress raise his son, he also dedicated all his hard work for half a lifetime. Become the laughingstock of everyone. A great sense of betrayal and humiliation let her collapse on the spot. Original coming-of-age ceremony. It ended in a complete scandal. It has become an enduring joke in the circle. After all, my dad and mistress were suspected of colluding with traffickers to abduct and sell children, and embezzlement. I was twisted into the game by my mother. As for Gu Baixian, although he was underage at the time of drug administration and was a first-time offender, luckily escaped criminal detention. But my mother's revenge is far from over. She wrote a real name report letter. The matter of Gu Baixian's qualification was seriously fraudulent. The school reacted quickly, expelled from his school. But no matter what, the property gift procedures have been completed. Gu Baixian still successfully got almost all of the Jiu family's property. Had a pig face that was bruised by my mother. Once again appeared in front of me. You insidious villain. Do you think you can bring me down by exposing my life experience? I'll tell you one night at a time. All the family property is mine alone. I just looked at him coldly. Oh, are you happy a little early? Don't forget, I have one last wish. Want to out to you. Isn't it just a matter of minutes? Gu Baixian's eyes lit up suddenly. He forcibly suppressed the ecstasy in his heart. Full of faces. If you have the ability, you can agree. Now, no matter how much money you wish to get, I can get double too. Okay, then I'll satisfy you. After that, I was in front of Gu Baixian. Summon the snake immortal for the last time. I said slowly. The third wish. I want to do it every day when I'm not sleeping. Bank account legal income of 100 yuan per hour. Baixian was stunned for a moment, then burst into piercing laughter. Ooh, Nan, are you stupid by anger? Although, I'm only awake for 8 hours a day, but I have a double system. Can you still earn 16 million? Want to surpass me with this? Ha ha. Next life. I didn't pay attention to him. Instead, he continued to speak slowly. Also, during sleep, transfer 200 yuan per hour to my brother. Wishes are fulfilled. Star. The crazy computation. He sleeps 8 hours a day. Earn 200 yuan per hour. Then transfer 200 yuan to Brother Xian. Every hour. Isn't it that I didn't catch a penny? All the money went into Brother Xian's pocket. 8 one by one. It seems that something is wrong. His wish was to transfer 200 yuan to his brother. Brother Xian's brother is Gunan. In other words, Brother Xian wants to transfer to double. Isn't that during sleep? Transfer him 400 yuan per hour. That's how it goes. The male partner made a net profit of 64 million per day. Brother Xian has to lose 32 million yuan every day. Male partner B. A person, this will not last more than 3 months. Brother Yi Gioxian's family will be sucked dry by you, adults. Brother Xian's family foundation will be sucked dry by you. At this time, Gu Baixian also understood. The pride on his face also froze. The next moment he only felt the world spinning. Then he fainted straight. The snake fairy fulfilled my 3 wishes. Reluctantly detached from my wrist. Its eyes are no longer as clear and agile as when they first met. It seems to have lost its vitality. The aura gradually dissipated. The barrage told me it is not a real snake immortal. To be precise, it is a snake demon. On the surface, it consumes its own cultivation. Help the host fulfill their wishes. The real purpose is to absorb the negative energy when the host is backlashed. In this way, its demonic power is enhanced. It's a pity he met me this time. Neither of my first 2 wishes had any effect on others. And the only beneficiary of the 3rd wish is Gu Baixian. If you want to backlash, Gu Baixian will also be backlashed. But the snake demon could not absorb energy directly from Gu Baixian. Hundreds of years of Taoism have been lost in vain. From now on, I'm afraid I won't be able to come out and harm people again. Xian's dizziness. I fainted for exactly 16 hours. Wait for him to wake up. The first thing is to check the bank account. Sure enough, a full 32 million disappeared. He was furious. 1 does not do 2. I hired a killer to kill me. Unfortunately, he was short of funds. Even the down payment of the killer is in arrears. I easily rebelled against the killer. Get evidence that he hired a murderer. Formally sued him. In the end, Gu Baixian was sentenced to 20 years in prison. Went to prison to reunite with his mother.